already know what it is. Are we on the air? We live? Yeah, nigga, we live. Hit it. We back again. Who is it? Hurricane. Yeah, we in the building, in the house again. Said the pack of men. Ladies and gentlemen, front, left, right. We back again. Who is it? Hurricane, hood news and reviews. In the house again. We going back again, back, and we going back again, back, and we going back again for the very first time. Don't worry if I write checks, I write rhymes. Yep, we going back to the HHN Special Report. You dig? Back up in this bitch. Well, shouts out to everybody coming through. We're going to cover 2 videos today. But you know how we start things off. We start things like this. So music, hashtag fuck the government. Domain expansion.
Road 1 production.
Welcome to the abyss. The unstoppable one. I am the illest, no doubt. Sporadic, eternal fire. There is no putting me out. I'm sending fiery rain, destroying cities and towns. The government never changed, so I'm taking them out. The FBI is a bitch. The CIA is a bitch. The NSA is a bitch. I know you watching this shit. We fuck around and get hit. My rebels fully equipped. They take the enemy down and ride out in the whip. Counting all of the chips. We about to go on the flight. World leaders get hit. Assassination delight. We flying out through the night like Batman in this bitch. Outlandish. I call my gun Michael Knight. That bitch come with a kit. AI robotic weapons. That bitch be talking this shit. Explosive hollows exist and turn your body to mist. The god of fire is here. Now welcome to the abyss. 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 The immovable one. Welcome to my domain. The chopper fed into pieces. Throw away the remains. Rapid fire your chains. Hear you screaming in pain. My pride will leave your flame. Disintegrate all you lanes. Your feds will never change. So I'm hunting you down. I know you got me surrounded. I'm still taking you out. I'm hacking shit with my phone. Turn out all of the lights. Popping cops as I go. I gotta do through the night. In the heat of the night. I keep a heat with the sight. You in your sleep as I snipe. While you sleep with your wife. I'm hopping from roof to roof. G is equipped. Your helicopter got hit. I cause a solar eclipse and send a fiery storm, exploding government buildings. Revolution reborn. I am the shit, just admit. This is that warrior mix. The god of fire is here. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. HHN Special Report, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the abyss. The Empire. Let's go. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss.
We'll be bringing you our countdown to the end of days, along with all.
Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. Mastering the forces, chopping the courses, showing no remorse when I light you like some torches. Flames is enormous, burning universes. Cosmic entities had to run into some churches. Burst through the curtains, see him looking nervous. Took a fed red, white, with the soul from her cervix. Yeah, it's picture perfect, like a bad bitch with a Birkin. The job description is a surgeon, grip big excursion, smoking weed while I'm sipping bourbon, burning philosophies of Tyler Durden. What's the rule of Fight Club? Don't treat it like a nightclub. Tell my fucking secrets, you'll be out like a light bulb. Cold with the sniper. Randy Orton, bitch, I'm the viper. You better dodge, bitch, I'ma bite ya. Cosmic maneuvers. Gotta use mantras and the mudra. The bad bitch can use the Kama Sutra. Baby, I salute ya. Put your mouth on it like a hookah. She 5'6" and got some bazookas. Fly up to Cuba, train to be a mercenary shooter. And come back and label me a ruler. I need me a suitor, a tall Russian chick that's a cougar. Assassin bitch that carry a Ruger. Hand me the vodka. I think she said her name was Natasha. I had to scratch her name off the roster. Smoking like a Rasta. Shot him dead while he eating pasta. They found out the goon was a mobster, but I'm the monster. Decapitate you all with an Oscar. The gruesome scene will rearrange your posture. Fasten up the opera, but I got away in the chopper. Before I left his brains on the locker. Knocked out the copper. Revolutionary spitting proper. We kicking heads off like a soccer. Scorching.
You know. Now it's time to get to it. This is the part 2 of Larry Parks. When we covered the monetary system. Shouts out to Jordan. We on part 2 of that U.S. monetary system video with Larry Parks.
This show for a while, you know, the malfeasance in the monetary system.
Oh yeah, and shouts out to Crystal is cool for putting me up on this. You know what I'm saying?
Off the scale, and people's pensions and savings and whatnot are being depreciated as I speak. Tonight, I'm going to
Hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm the son of the term is used.
Sorry about that, yo. My bad. Let me put this on back.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Larry Parks Show. I'm Larry Parks, and this is the Extreme Consumer Advocacy Show. We talk about how ordinary people get ripped off by the system. And the system that we've been most concerned about is the monetary system because it threatens not only your pension, your savings, your annuities, or anything that's been promised to you for future payment. If you've been watching this show for a while, you know the malfeasance in the monetary system is off the scale, and people's pensions and savings and whatnot are being depreciated as I speak. Tonight, I'm going to do the second part of a 3-part series on why the monetary system violates Jewish law. Now, let me just take a few moments to review Jewish law, the particular law that I'm concerned about, and it's called the Genivas Das Commandment. Genivas is the verb form of the Hebrew word ganav, which is a thief, Genivas to steal, and das is your mind, literally to steal your mind, but really to misrepresent. It's forbidden. So let me just run through a little bit about the Genivas Das Commandment, and then I'll recap quickly what I covered in the first part, and then I'm going to talk today about misrepresentations, violations of Jewish law, on the bills themselves. So let's go to the first slide, please. The Genivas Das commandment is a prohibition against deception. The literal meaning of Genivas Das in Hebrew is theft of one's mind, thoughts, wisdom, or knowledge. That is fooling someone and thereby causing him or her to have a mistaken assumption, belief, and or impression. Thus, the term is used in
right. Fooling someone to them thinking they are, basically creating NPCs out of lies and deceit. Wild shit. Much love. So Emma, peace and love to the Netherlands. The mother goddess, Emma, the Amazon. We have entered the Amazon, y'all.
Jewish law to indicate deception, cheating, creating a false impression, and acquiring undeserved goodwill. Let's go to the next slide, please. Genivas Das goes beyond lying. Any words or actions that cause others to form incorrect conclusions about one's motives might be a violation of this prohibition. One does not have the right to diminish the ability of another person, Jew or Gentile, to make a fair and honest evaluation, whether in business or interpersonal relations. And let's go to the next slide, please. This prescription of Genivas Das is included in the transgression, you shall not steal. It's really a subset of one of the 10 commandments, and Torah explicitly states that you should distance yourself from false matter. Come back to me, please. Now, this is a very serious commandment. It's not one of those things like
salute Abraham,
get forgiven and whatnot at Yom Kippur by throwing a rock on the stone and asking forgiveness. This is almost a capital offense. Now let's go to the next slide, please. So the sages believe that there are 7 types of thieves, and the most egregious is the one who steals the minds of the people. In other words, misrepresenting to ordinary people. And finally, the next slide, please. Again, this is not a minor prohibition. One of the sages, one of the old Rebbe scholars, says that Absalom, the son of King David, deserved death for violating the Torah law against Genivas Das. These references come to me from Hershey Friedman, who's a professor of business and marketing department at economics at Brooklyn College, and he put this up on an essay in a terrific piece of research that he did. Come back to me, please. Now, what I did in the last session is I showed what the founders had said about paper money. And I had quotes from people like George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, James Madison, where they all were against and spoke very vehemently against paper money. And then I showed images of the money that we use today that has their pictures on the paper money, as if they would give their imprimatur to the paper money, when in fact they opposed it. And in fact, at the Constitutional Convention, when it came up whether to allow the government to issue paper money, it was voted on and rejected. So that was the session of the first.
What's being said was the motherfuckers you see on the money didn't fuck with paper money. So we need to find the motherfucker that put their motherfucking names and faces to misrepresent motherfuckers. But those motherfuckers is on the motherfucking bills did not condone us having these bills. Dollar bills, that is.
Part of this violation of Jewish law. Today I'm going to talk about violations on the bills themselves. This is a segue. I want to just do a little bit more on what I did the first time, and I want to talk a little bit about Salmon Chase. Salmon Chase was Lincoln's Treasury Secretary during the Civil War, and he issued legal tender notes to help finance the Civil War. Legal tender is something that Thomas Jefferson, you recall, said we didn't have. Thomas Paine said that people should be sentenced to death for proposing legal tender. Now let's go to the next slide, please. Now here is a quote from Salmon Chase when he was the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and he wrote this in the Knox versus Lee decision, and he says the legal tender quality of money is valuable only.
Much love, Crystal. It's cool. You know I gotta stop the shit for you, baby. Much love, Crystal. Is cool. You know we on part 2, baby. We on part 2, and we gonna play that other thingy something too if we got time, because you know Daddy gotta work, baby. But we gonna get through it. We gonna get through it.
Come back to me, please. So here you have the sitting Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court telling you that whenever you see legal tender on a bill, it's necessary only for the purpose of dishonesty. Let's go to the next slide, please. And here you see a Federal Reserve note. It's got Salmon Chase's picture on it, and this is a legal tender note. This is an image of a $10,000 bill. Now, on the left-hand side, you see that A, and there's some little writing above it. Let's go to the next slide, please. This is what that writing says. It says, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private, and is redeemable in lawful money of the United States Treasury at any Federal Reserve Bank. So here you have, come back to me. So here you have on the paper money a picture of the sitting Chief Justice of the Supreme Court who said the whole thing is necessary only for dishonesty. And here they have the effrontery to misrepresent to the people in violation of law, Jewish law that is, that Salmon Chase might have approved this when in fact he condemned it in no uncertain terms. And now we come to tonight's topic. I want to talk about misrepresentations on the bills themselves. Let's go to the next slide, please. We have in the United States this notion that we have what they call the rule of law. And the notion is in order to achieve more certainty in personal relationships, people enter agreements, contracts, which are governed in an area of law called contract law. The concept is that the courts will uphold legal contracts not fraudulently entered into by consenting adults. Go to the next slide, please. Actually, one slide after that. One more. There we go. A vital subset of contract law deals with promises to pay. In the most elemental form, promises to pay are called promissory notes, also known as notes. Now go to the next slide, please. Now, for a promissory note to be legally valid, it has to have 4 elements. Come back to me, please. These 4 elements used to be Federal Reserve notes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the 4 elements are on the original Federal Reserve notes. And I'm going to show you how this stuff got taken off. So in effect, the misrepresentation is to call the money that we have now notes. They are not notes. Come back to that exact same slide. Do not go ahead that we were at. Okay. So for a promissory note to be legally valid, it has to have 4 elements. First slide, please. Somebody who's received the payment. Go to the next slide, please. And then it has to have an amount to be paid, and finally, go to the next slide, please, a date certain when the payment is due. Now go to the next slide, please. Now here's a $20 Federal Reserve note. And at the top, it says Federal Reserve note. You have to go one slide. The maker is the Federal Reserve. The 20, it's a $20 bill. So we have the maker and we have the amount of the note. Go to the next slide, please. And at the bottom, I've blown it up so you can see what it says we'll pay to the bearer on demand. The bearer is the payee, and on demand is the due date. So now we have the four elements that make this a legal promissory note. We have a maker, the Federal Reserve. We have the amount of the note, which is the $20. We have the payee, bearer, and we have the time when it's due. And go to the next slide, please. And here is what these Federal Reserve notes look like today. And it no longer says we'll pay to the bearer on demand. That no longer appears on the bill. Come back to me, please. So, by calling the money that we have today notes, this is really what they did is they snuck this in. This is not something that people voted on. People aren't even mindful of it. It looks like the old Federal Reserve notes. And the fact that the important wording, will pay it to the bearer on demand, that's all missing. The reason it's missing is because they don't have anything to pay to the bearer on demand. And in effect, they have deceived people. This is a violation of the commandment Genevus Das. In other words, it's a trick. Now go to the next slide, please. Let's see what Webster's Dictionary has to say.
Damn, man, they keep on kicking me out. That's like the fourth time they did that shit. Jesus. They just kicked me out again. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Yep, it's gonna roll up. Much love to everybody coming through. Shouts out to my guy, this Crystal is cool for the videos. Much love to my guy, this Vanta in the UK. Yay. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Oh my wall. I'm trying to press play on a goddamn video. God damn, they really don't want y'all to hear this shit. They wilding. Like everything is up, everything high speed, all my bars is up. What the fuck? This is how you know they fucking with me. Jesus. It's sensitive content, huh, YouTube? Right. I got something for you. Yo, Neil, come out and play. Niggas like, yeah, dog, I am playing. I'm fucking with your internet. Fuck that shit, man. We on a sensitive topic. They don't want to hear this. Because we saying Jews out loud. We ain't saying baby hats. We ain't saying small hats. We calling these fuckers out. You're fucking Jews. And your judicial system. Juju being tagged. Fuck the government and YouTube and big tech and them baby hats. I mean, the Jews.
Value or to surrender the legal right, an act of deceiving or misrepresenting, a trick, one who is not what he pretends to be. In other words, the bill that says a Federal Reserve note, it's not what it intends to be, cheat. One is not what it seems or is represented to be. Go to the next slide, please. So Federal Reserve notes are not notes. So what are they? They're pieces of paper with ink on them. They're paper tickets or tokens. And now I ask the question, well, what does it matter? Come back to me, please. So people have this notion of money. You know, you work all week, you get paid at the end of the week, you take the money to the grocery, whatever, you buy what you need. What's the difference whether it's a real note or not a note? I mean, who cares? And the answer is there's a second function of money. We don't buy the stuff that we need this week. We also use money to provide for future payment, for our pensions, for annuities, for savings, for a rainy day, for college education for our kids. There's a very well-known story in China before they had their runaway inflation in 1946 to 1949, which brought the communists to power, by the way, more than anything else. So Chinese people are very education conscious. And so a lot of times, Chinese families would set aside money every week in order to accumulate enough savings so that when their children go to school, they would have the money. And so there's a story about this one family. They saved and saved from the time the kid was born. By the time the kid came time to go to college, the purchasing power of the money had depreciated so much, they took all of it and bought him a birthday cake. So in other words, the savings of a lifetime that were accumulated for a particular purpose, when the time came to use it for that purpose, it was worthless. So in fact, these Federal Reserve notes, they're not notes, these so-called Federal Reserve notes that we have as money today, they're really just tokens. And so the question comes up, well, a lot of times tokens are better than money. Now let's go to the next slide, please. So one example of a token that's better than money is the MetroCard. And
you know better than money? a Little Caesars token. If this money ain't shit, I'd rather motherfucker pay a nigga a Little Caesars tokens. I mean, no. Chuck E. Cheese's tokens.
cards to buy fares for the subway, for the buses and whatnot. And the reason it's better than money is because you don't have to fundle around to find it to make the payment. You can put, I don't know, $40, $50, $60, $80 on a Metro card. It's convenient, fits in your wallet. But who in their right mind would take Metro cards for their pension? So in other words, the fact that these Federal Reserve notes, come back to me, please. The fact that these Federal Reserve notes can be easily used for day-to-day purchases is besides the point. Who cares about that? What's important to people in terms of money is to be able to provide for future payment for when you cannot work. The labor people,
right?
Chuck E. Too old to work, too young to die. How am I going to get by? And the answer is you save. But if it turns out that when it comes time, you like your savings that it doesn't buy anything. Well, what's the
Damn, they kicked me out again.
We use these Metro cards to buy fares for the subway, for the whatnot. And the reason it's better than money is because you don't have to fundle around to find it to make the payment. You can put, I don't know, $40, $50, $60, $80 on a Metro card. It's convenient, fits in your wallet. But who in their right mind would take Metro cards for their pension? So in other words, the fact that these Federal Reserve notes, come back to me, please. The fact that these Federal Reserve notes can be easily used for day-to-day purchases is for future to work, too young to die. How am I going to get by? And the answer is you save. But if it turns out that when it comes time to utilize your savings that doesn't buy anything, well, what's the point of savings? And in America, since the money has been depreciating greatly over the last 30, 40 years, the savings rate has gone down close to zero. And so people are not saving. Why save a depreciating asset? In effect, most people, ordinary people,
right, that's facts. Why save a depreciating asset? And I'm like, and then like when you think about it in this day and age, it's like, shit, I guess it's like you gotta adapt. So I'm like, shit, I'm about to save up this bread real quick, make this trip real quick, have some fun, make some moves, make some business moves, break some bread, start some businesses, and come back and be like, cool. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, saving for like years and years, just for money to be like, your money don't exist no more. Damn. Everything is going digital, sir. So everybody got to turn all the money that they do got in probably to the bank and they get a goddamn Metro card. They get a Chuck E. Cheese token. That's some bullshit. Right, say what? I'm scraping by. Exactly. Say what? Right. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. Or fuck it, let's do the top level quality. Just to get by, just to get by, just to get by. That's my shit.
In large part on their Social Security, on pensions that have been promised to them by employers. And in fact, what's happening very rapidly now is that the purchasing power of the Social Security money is evaporating. Oh, I know, you think that the Social Security is somehow key to the Consumer Price Index. Well, those of you who have been watching this show before, you know that the Consumer Price Index has been manipulated by the Bureau of Labor Statistics and that the methodology for computing it has been changed 4 times since the Clinton years.
Damn. Been changed 4 times since the Clinton years. And everybody loved Clinton. They're like, he's the first black president. Why? Because he got his dick sucked and play a saxophone. Now y'all like him. Popped up on your favorite talk shows once in a while and talk some shit. The fuck out of here. This nigga did NAFTA and motherfucker sent jobs overseas and wonder why we don't have nothing here now. Fuck Clinton.
It's all to violating Jewish law by misrepresenting to people on the nature of their money. In effect, we're cheating people out of their pensions, out of their Social Security, out of benefits for disabled veterans, and anything that's been promised, such as annuities. Now, here's another example of the fraud on our money. Let's come to the next slide, please. This is an image of a $1 silver certificate. Now, you can't read the little writing at the bottom. I'm going to blow that up in a second. But what it says, it says, we'll pay to the bearer on demand $1. So right under Washington, there's writing. Now, let's go to the next slide, please. And here's what it says. We'll pay to the bearer on demand $1. So this is a promise to pay. Go back to the last slide, please. So this image This isn't the dollar. This is a promise to pay a dollar. And of course, in time, this promise was broken. Skip ahead now, another slide, and this is what the bill looks like now. And now it no longer says a promise to pay $1. Come back to me, please. So now, the broken promise, come back to me, please. So now, the broken promise to pay $1 has become $1. That's stupid. I mean, how stupid can stupid be? And how come people don't notice this? And the answer is, we've been misrepresented to. We've been tricked. And this is the indicia of a fraud. And again, this violates the Genevas Das commandment in Jewish law, not to misrepresent, not to fool the people.
Thanks, Chris.
Let's go to the next slide, please.
You might ask this out now.
I've spoken now in the last session about misrepresenting the strongly held views of the founders on the paper money, and I've just spoken a little bit about misrepresentations on the paper money itself, and now I want to talk about misrepresenting the provisions of the Constitution. Let's go to the next slide, please. So here's the question I want to address now. What powers does the Constitution grant the government, and what does it not grant the government with regard to money? Come back to me, please. Now, when the founders met at the Constitutional Convention, they were not supposed to write a constitution. They were supposed to amend the Articles of Confederation. The Articles of Confederation allowed the government to what they call emit bills of credit. In other words, in those days, it meant to print money. The founders had a very bad experience with the paper money, and if you watch the first part of this show, you know what that experience was. People like Jefferson got cheated out of the inheritance that his wife inherited. In fact, he was in debt his entire life. At the end, he was bankrupt, and they had to auction off his belongings at Monticello in order to help pay his debts, which were not sufficient to pay his debts. People like James Madison, another founder, had leased his land prior to the Revolution, and the people to whom he leased it paid it off in paper money, which was depreciated. George Washington remarked that it would take a wagon load of money to buy a wagon load of provisions. Thomas Jefferson, by the way, called the paper money a cheat. Right. Alexander Hamilton warned against paper money. And so when they got to the Constitutional Convention and they voted on this, they voted down the notion of issuing paper money. And here's what they wrote in Article 1, Section 8. Let's go to the next slide, please. Now, this is right out of the Constitution. So here they give the federal government the power to coin money, to regulate the value thereof, and I want to talk about that in a moment, and to foreign coin and fix the standard of weights and measures. That is the only power given to the general government in connection with money. Come back to me, please. So you see, they gave them the power to coin money. Now, what does that mean, to regulate the value thereof? Well, regulate in those days, if you look in the dictionaries of the time, and Dr. Edwin Vieira, who wrote the magnificent Pieces of Eight, the Monetary Powers and Disabilities of the Constitution, what regulate meant was to fix. And the value is not the purchasing power. The value is the precious metal content in the coins. In other words, what that amendment, what that provision in the Constitution means, Article 1, Section 8, to fix the value, is to say how much silver a coin had, how much gold a coin had. This is not to say that they could change the value of $1. The word dollar is mentioned twice in the Constitution, once in connection with the slave tax, which went away, but also, very importantly, in connection with the Seventh Amendment, which guarantees a trial by jury for any dispute $20 or more. Now, if it were true that the Congress could make the dollar anything the Congress wanted it to make it, add metal, subtract metal, make it a piece of paper or whatnot, that would mean that the Congress could rewrite the Seventh Amendment at will. That is absurd. So the dollar had to mean a particular thing. And what it meant was the Spanish mill dollar. And again, if you've been watching this program, you know that whole story. And when Hamilton wrote the Coinage Act of 1792, here he defined the dollar as 371.25 grains of silver. Where did he get that crazy number from? Well, that's what the Spanish mill dollar weighed. And that is the dollar that's mentioned in the Constitution. That has nothing to do with this notion of regulating the value of the metal content of coins. That just fixed what a dollar is. And today, the dollar is totally misrepresented to us, another violation of the Genevas Das commandment. Let's go to the next slide, please. Now, in addition to the powers given to the federal government, Article 1 of the Constitution, Article 1, Section 10, states that no state shall coin money. So in other words, the states were not allowed to issue money, emit bills of credit. A bill of credit was the paper money, or make anything but gold and silver a tender in payment of debts. Come back to me, please. Now, when they talk about a tender in payment of debts, they're talking about legal tender. And legal tender for gold and silver is redundant because people accept it anyway. But the notion is that whenever the states pay money, they're supposed to pay in gold and silver. Now, do you see the states paying anything in gold and silver today? So, in effect, these people are violating the Constitution right and left. They're violating the Constitution in connection.
Exactly. You see anybody paying in gold and silver? Nope.
with how they create money. They're violating the Constitution and what the states do. And of course, we have paper money, which again they were not empowered to do that. And in fact, everybody condemned it. Now let's go to the next slide, please. And this is from the 10th Amendment. It says, the power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited to it by the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Come back to me, please. So the notion, when the founders made the Constitution, is that we would have a limited government. Why is it important to have a limited government? And the reason is, by definition, it doesn't matter what kind of government you have, whether it's a tyrant, totalitarian, communist, socialist, free society, whatnot.
Right, even a free society.
One of the main defining features of government is that government has the monopoly on the legal use of force. Nobody else in society is allowed to use force. There is a minor exception for self-defense. However, that is highly prescribed, as Bernie Getz found out. And in no event is anybody allowed to defend themselves against government, as our fellow citizens at Waco found out. So, in effect, since government has the monopoly on the legal use of force, how do you protect the people that somehow some politician who's, overambitious, greedy, or whatever, is not going to use this legal power, legal monopoly on the use of force in order to oppress the people? And the only way to do that is to limit what he's allowed to do. And the limiting factor is the Constitution. That is our safeguard against runaway government. So government has the power of coercion, but government also has the power of the purse. The two powers that really define government. And the power of the purse, in order for governments to spend money, they should have to tax it. If they can create it out of nothing or themselves, or have easy access to money created out of nothing by someone else, in effect, they don't have to come to the people and you're not represented. So this is the case in a lot of countries that get foreign aid from the United States. Say Egypt, for example. Egypt has an oppressive government. However, they don't have to answer to the people. They get $3 billion a year from the American government. Woo! So this notion of limiting the government is very important, and one of the ways to limit the government is to see that the government does not have easy access to money created out of nothing. Now let's go to the last slide, please. So this slide shows the progression of how
we're blowing up the Federal Reserve, allegedly. Allegedly. We're blowing up the printing press.
That's not it. Next slide. Next slide, please. One more slide, folks. We're having trouble there? There we go. So this slide shows the progression of how we went from an honest monetary structure to where we are today. So we started off, the constitutional money is gold and silver is money, and then in exchange for the gold and silver, they gave us promissory notes, also known as notes that were redeemable in gold and silver, and finally they forgot about the redemption, and now we have irredeemable paper ticket electronic money. Come back to me, please. All of this was done with trickery. This was no one came to ordinary people. No vote was taken on this. This was all done by lobbyists bribing our elected, or so-called, I should say, elected representatives to get them to, in effect, delegate to the banking system in the United States a power that the government does not have under our Constitution, the power to create money out of nothing. And the way they got to do this is they fooled everybody. They did it slowly. It wasn't done in one shot.
You've been had. You've been took, hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Not like they went from gold and silver to paper money. Nobody would have accepted that, say, in 1820 or 1830. People like Daniel Webster were giving speeches that nothing deceives the working man more than paper money. Everybody knew about the perils of paper money. They had a saying about the paper money of the revolution. It was called Continentals. And so the saying was not worth a Continental. The hyperinflation in France with the assignats after the revolution was in everybody's mind. Everybody knew about the perils of paper money. Here in America today, people are not mindful of this. And the authorities have done the very best they can to obfuscate, to disguise, to lure people into thinking that the paper money is somehow modern, that it's somehow it's okay to have your retirement denominated in a 401k plan, all denominated in irredeemable paper tickets. Now, what is the big problem for you right now today, and how can you best protect yourself with this? The real problem, again, which is not discussed in the press at all, it's not the subprime mortgage breakdown. It's not the fact that these collateralized debt originations are overstated, maybe to the tune of a couple of trillion. It's not that private pension plans are underfunded, $500 billion. Public pension plans are underfunded, $1.5 trillion. The problem is the derivatives. And today there's something north of $400 trillion worth, trillion with a T. This is a tip off for you folks at there's something wrong here, because this is a number range that was reserved for astronomy, not for finance. And this 400 plus trillion dollars worth of derivatives, the de facto counterparty is the so-called lender of last resort at the Federal Reserve and the other central banks around the world. And they are prepared and will create money without limit. These are Alan Greenspan's words, without limit, should something go wrong. And will something go wrong? Absolutely. And how do you know? Because there is no longer any market-based self-correcting mechanism on increasing financial leverage. It just keeps increasing. And any mechanism blows up, and this one's going to blow up too. So the best way to protect yourself, it turns out, is with gold. And that's one of the reasons why they've denigrated gold. And we've done shows on that. We're going to do more. Is because this really threatens the revenue stream, the fees that the professional money managers get today, roughly $500 billion a year worldwide, and another 500. My presentation tonight about the misrepresentations and fraud on the money itself and why it violates Jewish law, particularly the Genevas Das, not to steal people's minds, not to misrepresent. I want to thank everybody for watching the show. It's a real pleasure.
All right. Yeah. We doing part 3 tomorrow. Part 3 is the final part. This was part 2. I hope y'all got some good info. Shouts out to Crystal. It's cool, baby. Thank you for sending me this. This was awesome. This is awesome. People need to know this. People need to know this. People needs to know this. And plus, it came out in a great year. It came out in 2007. Old video. You can see the you can see how the camera angle look. I mean, like the visual on his camera or whatever. But shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to everybody. We're gonna play a couple tunes and then we gonna get on to the next one. We're gonna smoke Crystal.
Phenom Road 1 production.
If you wanna smoke, girl, let's go to the liquor store. Let's go get some more liquor, hoe. Right before it close, grab the swisher so I can roll up my fucking drove. It's a hit for show. Get the drove. Everybody get the smoke. Got the fire bringing hope. No, I'm just bringing smoke. Yo, got the banging smoke. Hoe, got the making flow. Oh, dancing on the floor. Hopping out the wheel and walking through the door. See the hoe. Let's go to the moan. Girl, get on the floor. Show me more, baby, let me know what you wanna smoke. After that, I'm going to your throat, fucking on the boat, on the smoke. Call her on the boat, she gon' swallow more while I smoke. Then it's time to go. What you wanna smoke? Wanna smoke? I got what you need if you wanna smoke. Wanna smoke? I got bags of green if you wanna smoke. Wanna smoke? I got what you need, what you wanna smoke. Wanna smoke? Everybody gotta smoke. Everybody gotta smoke. Ho, now it's time to float. Ho, say it's time to toast. Boast while we off the coast. Smoke coming off the boat. Party over here, girl, get on the floor. Tell the hoe she my antidote. Let's go do some more. After that, I gotta do the show. Make the city smoke, see me smoke. Make the city float. Let the city smoke. If a hater talking out his throat, I'ma shoot the hoe, super cold. Better than Lex Luthor hoe. See me popping Superman, smoking with my super friends, going through some bands, smoking weed from here to Yucatan. In the van, smoke a bunch of weed, got me in the trance. In the van, smoke a bunch of weed, got me in the trance. Wanna smoke, wanna smoke. I got what you need if you wanna smoke, wanna smoke. I got bags of weed if you wanna smoke, wanna smoke. I got what you need if you wanna smoke, wanna smoke. Everybody gotta smoke, wanna smoke, wanna smoke. I got what you need if you wanna smoke, wanna smoke. I got bags of weed if you wanna smoke.
I love your fire,
baby. I got what you need if you wanna smoke, wanna smoke. Everybody gotta smoke.
Phenom Down Road 1 production.
Pulling out that rifle, sniping headshots. Your brains is gonna be dying out the wrath of the titans. Till the government tonight, and that my blade is gonna be slicing. There'll be no more sacrifices. Selling children for some prices. Gotta save them all tonight. Get it in the dough. The least to get down on the floor. As I smoke, pull a gun out the coat. Shoot you in your throat. Time to go on another mission. Sniper in position. Tell my girl, listen, I'm about to walk into this building. If you see some people running out, you shoot them in the dome. Then we gone, about to smoke a bone. So we make it home in the zone. Take it to the room, girl, it's time to bone. After that, I got a mission on my new encrypted phone. Hacking all the analytics, all the symbols and digits, all the picture of the target. Now it's time to go and get her. Made it to the location when the wrinkled shirt and did him. Dressed like a homeless person when I walked up and killed him. Occupy the Getty, occupy the Getty, bitch. Occupy the Getty, time to save the children quick. Occupy the Getty, occupy the Getty, bitch. Occupy the Getty, middle finger to the government. Occupy the Getty, occupy the Getty, bitch. Occupy the Getty, time to save the children quick. Occupy the Getty, occupy the Getty, bitch. Occupy the Getty, middle finger to the government. Not a joke, they gon' go for broke. Infiltrate a boat, where to go? Heard they got the kids on the bomb float. So let's go. I need 3 teams, rifles with the beams. Cut the power on the boat. They will never see a thing. We got night vision creeping in. See the evil plan again. Fucking 10 laws, I'm the last of my assassin king. And you business leaders, I'ma get you with a dragon kick. Shoot you fucking bankers, y'all will never fucking laugh again. Mr. Prime Minister and Mr. President, chop they body up, throw they bodies in a fucking bed. Shoot the captain now while the new captain does the shit. Knocking down the save the kids, then we gotta do yes. Fuck the government, time for us to take them down. Frequency weapon, this shit every sound. Fuck the police, never scared, gotta take them down. Fuck the police, never scared, gotta take them down. Occupy the Getty, occupy the Getty, bitch. Occupy the Getty, time to save the children quick.
Woo. Now we on to the next video. That Crystal sent me. Shouts out to Crystal, is cool. Thank you for sending me this video. Now this, y'all gotta hear this too. There's some good weed right here. You can't handle the truth. You got to take it anyway. But shouts out to Crystal, is cool. Much love for sending me this video. Shouts out to Vamps over there in the UK holding it down against that digital ID and that online safety act. 3 million strong over there, ready to burn that motherfucker to the ground. But let's get it. Shouts out to Crystal again. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Shouts out to Abraham. What's good, bro? What's good? What's good? What's good? Who else was here? And much love the mother goddess Amazon, so Amma from the Netherlands. And shouts out to everybody that's gonna catch this on the playback. Shouts out to everybody that's probably watching this right now that's on chill mode. People like to say you got people in the bushes, but y'all probably just kicking back, relaxing, smoking an L, sipping some liquor, sipping some wine. You know what I'm saying? Probably got your feet kicked up on chill mode. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, son. It's all good, son. But make sure y'all hit that like button. That's all that really matters. But shout out to everybody. Hit that cash app. $sign Hurricane JW. Anyway, I say lifetime after lifetime, different faces, same demons doing the worst. Yeah. Welcome to hell, everyone. Exactly. Welcome to hell. That shit crazy. That shit made me think about the Doctor Who episode where the 10th Doctor and Rose made it to the motherfucking impossible planet, and they met I can't say it was Satan or Lucifer, but it was the idea and the physical form. It was like the physical form was like a monstrous fucking demon, but he was able to transfer his consciousness into other people to try to spread his dark message around the cosmos. Now, how was Lucifer trapped? Whatever God was popping was cold for this. This guy trapped this motherfucking dog ass. Well, fuck it. You can say Lucifer. You're gonna go with the God and versus devil. Okay, cool. God's soldiers locked up the devil. Now, they was smart with it. They was like, if you manage to break out this bitch, you're gonna get sucked into a fucking black hole, bitch. You ain't going no fucking where. Like, damn. So the mission was to transfer his consciousness into different beings across the cosmos. So this is why we got devils, demons, Lucifer, and Satan. So like when the doctor was trying to be like, nigga, who are you? He was like, nigga, I'm all of them. Nigga, where do you come from? How long you been here? It's like, bitch, I've been here before time. Ain't no such thing as before time. Bitch, I've been here before time. That's impossible. You know, because like the fucking doctor is a time lord. He feel that like his culture is the motherfucking pinnacle of all. But the motherfucking Satan was like, nigga, fuck you. Nigga, like, is that what you believe, nigga? Nigga, I said I was here before time. Nigga, you may be a time lord, but I was here before your ass even existed. Understand that. You know what I'm saying? But Doctor Who is the shit. I miss Doctor Who. You know, like back when it was good. Keeping it smooth and easy. You already know what it is. Yeah, we all learned a lesson from the past lifetime, and yep, you're right. And we ain't responding back in this bitch for real. Salute Edgar Mendex. Peace to the chat. Shouts out to everybody coming through. We're on to the next video. We can try to get through this so I can get ready to go to work in a minute. Shouts out to Crystal again. Thank you, Crystal, for this video.
So, this Brian Taylor, I don't sub to him, but I do watch him. He turns up in my feed a lot, so the algorithm kind of subs me to him anyway. But he does have a lot of veterans on there, like this guy that's talking right now about our oath that we all took to protect the Constitution and the people of the United States against all enemies, foreign and especially domestic. Which is tougher to do in the military, but, you know, nothing in the military is easy. Definitely unlawful orders going down right now, and the judges are fucking on it too. But I've run into this cast right here, and apparently there's new information going on about what's going on in Illinois. Now he's going on right now about the unlawful orders and how we're blasting fishing boats out of international waters with military hardware. And regardless of what, that is so not okay.
Yeah, I said it before. I was like, they're fucking drug boats, but y'all keep saying alleged drug boats. You ain't say confirmed drug boats. Y'all kept on saying alleged drug boats. So like it could have been an innocent motherfucker roaming, and y'all popped. I mean, blew a nigga up for no fucking reason. Hashtag fuck the government.
On many levels, international. Well, here, let's listen to what he says.
Out of international waters, which clearly violates every law known to man, domestic law, international law, and military law, or the law of war. Well, what we now have is an attempt by Donald Trump to...
Okay, so, yeah, like I was saying, he's not wrong. That's absolutely insane that people are not up in arms about that. Number one, he's talking about fentanyl, which, I mean, by their own admission, fentanyl is supposed to be coming out of Mexico with ingredients bought from China.
No, yeah. From Mexico with ingredients bought from China. So he's about to say something that's very important.
Which completely bypasses and negates Venezuela in the first place.
Which negates Venezuela in the first place. What the fuck you fucking with Venezuela for? This shit remind me of motherfucking early 2000s. Yo, them niggas got weapons of mass destruction. Let's go raid their land and resources and kill some innocent people. Yay, we're America. Fuck yeah. Came here to kill the motherfucking day, yeah. Cause Pearl Harbor sucks. And I miss you. Dun, 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 dun. She was fucked up.
There is no fentanyl coming out of fucking Venezuela, according to our own government.
Exactly. So you wonder why they going over there. Oh, like I always say, they gonna be fucked with people that can't really truly defend themselves, take their motherfucking resources and shit, kill some innocent people, and keep it rolling and act like we the top dogs of the world. Like, man, this motherfucker, fuck the corporation. Let's burn it down. Burn it down. That's why I made that fucking song. I'm so fucking tired of this shit that's going on.
Except for
I'm
the
always tired of this
DOJ
shit.
now and the Department of War and Trump. But, I mean, dude, all I got to say is, you know, what I've been saying since 2014, the day I stood down as top senatorial advisor to Senator Jim Davis, North Carolina, Republican. I didn't agree with the killing off of 3/4 of our population in a fucking orchestrated nuclear exchange. I wasn't.
Woo! He just said that I wasn't part of motherfucker killing my own people in a nuclear exchange. Now this confirms that when I told you I saw videos of young military, some middle age, making videos with like a couple people that left with them, talking about like these motherfuckers told us to motherfucking kill innocent people. I was like, nigga, we can't do that. I can't do that. So I left. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know if the video's still on the internet, but like they should be still out there. Because he just confirmed, like, yo, man, nigga, we about to what? Come on now. Kill 1/3 of the population in some nuclear act. And guess what? It was gonna do that shit and then probably blame Russia. Because Russia go against Ukraine, poking the bear with Putin to make him react and say some shit or do some shit. So now what he just said is what America won't, is what most of the other NATO motherfuckers are like, yes, we got him to motherfucking do some shit. So now let's keep on poking him some more so he can strike us so we can justify having a nice World War III. More innocent people get to die. These motherfuckers are all fucking evil, man. These motherfuckers are the man. And what's crazy is this. This is why I say I don't believe in karma. Because these motherfuckers have been killing us through the food, through the water, through the disease for eons, and no karma has struck them. Yes, we had revolutions. Yes, we had some regime changes, but at the end of the day, it still ends up back with the same craziness. It's like, this is why I say we don't need no new leader to try to control. You got your own life to live. Go live your life. You know how to grow some shit. You don't know? Well, fuck it. Learn. You don't know how to fish? Well, guess what? You got all the time in the world. Guess what? You're free. While we building up these crystal cities and having good times, y'all gonna be motherfucking chilling the ground at the same goddamn time. While y'all building these crystal cities up. You feel me? Fuck the bullshit. Motherfuckers that didn't want to work, they wanted to choose a side of the government. Guess what? You're gonna till the earth for the rest of your life. Like, nigga, real shit, because we're gonna have to do it anyway to rebuild this world, or at least to rebuild the country that we just took back. You know what I'm saying? No more chemtrails in the sky, no more fluoride on water, no more GMOs in the food, no more CDC. Everybody free. We go back to nature. And for the monetary system, we'll just go back to 1997 or 1991 prices, whatever y'all choose, whatever community that is built. Like they'll choose the monetary system, because I know it's going to be hard for people to get rid of that money. So many people is brainwashed in it, and I got to realize that. So this I say, okay, go back to 1997 prices. Some communities gonna be 1991. Some kids might be motherfucking 2000. Some camps might be motherfucking they might go 2015 and shit. Like most people ain't gonna go to the camps that's 2015 or 2019, 2020. They going back to 1991 prices. Back when we had motherfucking 35-cent stores. You feel me? I remember when a dime bag cost a dime. Hold on. What y'all talking about? Let me read these comments. Yeah, to shout out, President. That's a scripted hell, actually, for real. Yep. I found an old fruit tree in my neighborhood in the woods. It's a grape tree, black grapes. That's what's up. Did you try them yet? Like, be careful. Like, get somebody else to try them first. See if the animals eat them. If the animals cool, you might be cool. The government has knocked down all the female trees that bear fruit. Yeah, them bastards. Yeah, they told him that they'd give him underground bunker for him and his family for when the shit goes down. He told them fucked off and walk away. Wow. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal, for that. Thank you. The more you know. Everybody, we need to build a bomb shelter. It's an emergency. Look, I understand y'all may not have the supplies or the money to probably get it, but shit. You might have to start building bomb shelters now. The fucking doomsday preppers is rubbing their hands like Birdman. Like, yeah, told y'all bitches it was coming. We was ready for that first time when that motherfucking COVID hit. We was in our bunker chilling, eating good, living it up. I want y'all to feel just like those motherfuckers that was in their bunkers. It's time for y'all to make a bunker. Like real shit. Like, fuck it. Make it just for you and your family, like a family of 4. Now, the crazy part is when it's time to smash a girl, you gotta probably tell the kids to like wear earplugs or some shit. Cause you ain't gonna stop me from smash. Kids, you gotta go out there in that radiation with a gas mask on. I gotta talk to your mother real quick. But Dad, come on, that's the 5th time that's the 5th time today. What y'all doing down there? What we're doing down there is the reason why your ass is born right now.
Okay with it, and we're leading up to this whole Civil War thing that I've been warning about. Sugar's excited. I think she got to go out.
He's warning about a Civil War, which lets me know I'm the revolution. Like I'm over here on this side, he over there on that side, warning us about motherfuckers like me. It's coming, y'all. That's confirmation from someone that I know he know. He know it's coming. He know it's coming. Based on the shit that he been through and based on the climate of what we're going through in our country, it's inevitable. In the words of Mr. Smith from the fucking Matrix, the bad guy, which was right, by the way. He was right, too. Inevitable. The Merovingian was right when it comes to causality. The Oracle was right. Everybody in that bitch was right. You know who was wrong? Morpheus. And that was crazy. Just like thinking about it right now. When Neo had to come back and tell Morpheus about what the architect told him, Morpheus was like, I can't believe it. It's like he had no choice but to let his paradigm just shatter because he thought, all right, I find the one is the savior, and we all good, right? Wrong. It's all one big game still. And I chose love. Over the motherfucking like over the motherfucking Death of Zion. I chose Trinity. So all y'all motherfuckers gonna die in a minute. So y'all gotta go to war. That's how I would have said it, but like the way they said it in the movie, it was just all subtle and cool, all poetic. But in real life, I chose Trinity over y'all niggas. But the architect said, oh my God, I knew he was gonna make that goddamn choice. How can you do something as simple as love? But it said that shit is your greatest strength, but also your greatest fucking weakness. You know what I'm saying? So always know thyself, and know thy enemy. Keep your head on the swivel, everybody. Keep your head on the swivel. You said you have an 8th, okay? That's what's up. Yeah, be careful. Like, get an animal to eat it first and see if it's good. You know how animals will just sniff that shit and be like, Once they do that, you'd be like, cool.
So basically, I'm going to let this story roll out and let him tell you it's the Illinois National Guard themselves refused an illegal order from the president. I'll let him read the statement.
Back. I want to read a quote from some brand new reporting. The governor did not receive any calls from any federal officials.
Whoa.
A statement from Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker's office read, quote, the Illinois National Guard communicated to the Department of War, that's the Department of Defense, that the situation in Illinois does not require the use of the military, and as a result, the governor opposes the deployment of the National Guard under any status.
That's a direct communication between the Guard and the White House and the DO and the Department of War. They're talking to Hegseth directly.
Yep, straight to Pete.
Close quote, Brian. That's huge. I'm not going to say this is a turning point, although we'll see how history records it. But, you know, remember when...
It's going to record the same way it always recorded. It's going to record the military-industrial complex running the show from the shadows, but now we get to see their ass firsthand. We just need a goddamn address.
All right. And that's basically all I wanted to, because it gets better. Apparently, the Texas National Guard has been flown to Illinois.
Illinois, troops arrived today at a training facility in southwest suburban Elwood.
NBC5's Randy Gyllenhaal live on the ground there. Randy, tell us, what have you been...
Obviously,
And the groove.
this is NBC. Okay. So, Abbott, of course, I mean, all right, I've made many videos. He's fucking... We ain't getting into that in this one. Look, he's complicit. He sent his fucking National Guard up to Illinois. Illinois rejected the president. What's going to happen here? I don't know. Real fucking interesting, though, that I stood down because of civil unrest and civil war and fucking nuclear strike plans to take everybody out. Three-quarters of us.
Yep, 3/4 of us. Now, I'm so glad I'm in the state of Michigan. It is said it's natural disaster safe zone. I need to find out if it's a nuclear disaster safe zone. Might have to grab you early, Crystal. Might have to come up here early. Might have to get that land up north real quick. I might have to make a couple calls and be like, baby, how much for a parcel of land?
Folks, I am betting, if I was a betting man, it begins in Illinois.
Now, if they nuclear strike Illinois, Detroit is very fucking close. We gonna get hit with a straight up nuclear fallout. I mean, like we ain't gonna be like the impact crater, but like I forgot how the radius is. It's like a red, orange, yellow, then green. By us being close to Chicago, we'll probably be yellow and probably orange. It might be orange. So like we might get probably some quakes and some motherfucking fucked up acid nuclear rain. And the other people outside of that is probably just gonna get weather anomalies or some shit.
Yeah, the more I'm watching this, I give it a couple days before it gets exciting. But yeah, they sent them up there to guard the facilities up there, the ice facility, I guess. That whole thing in Portland too. It's oh my God. Portland is not a violent, insane city. Chicago's a little bit different. It's a bigger city. It's not what crime's down. Crime's down this
Crime
year.
is down.
This is just a simple fact. Crime's down, and he's sending in the fucking military talking fucking insane shit. Anyways,
Yeah, it's crazy. Crime is down. I'm ready for whatever, like Ice Cube. Bow down. I started this gangster shit. This motherfucker thinks I get. Bow down. Salute, Jordan. What up, dude? It's good.
Local officials here also reacting. The Will County executive said, quote, "The arrival of the National Guard by the Trump administration is an aggressive overreach. Our federal government moving armed troops into our community should be alarming to everyone," end quote.
Exactly. It's a huge overreach. I don't know where this one's going, but well, the goal is civil war.
Mm-hmm.
I see true troops from two different states.
Like he said, that's what they're aiming for. And plus, I was reading for the same shit. It's like shit. They could push everybody's backs against the wall, get everybody all scared and shit, and make niggas come out swinging. Now they're attacking motherfucking citizens too. And shit, talking about they're stopping gangs and the Hispanics and shit. You got motherfucking 2 different states of National Guards in one city. Shit wild. Shit motherfucking wild. But yeah, do see the political climate. And the motherfucking social climate. It's a wrap. But they're going to do this to justify martial law so they can justify killing the motherfucker. But when the shit happens, which is already happening now, I just need y'all smart motherfuckers to watch them and just pick them off one by one. Blah. Even the phone agrees. Bling. Synchronicity. Confirmation.
Anyway, it isn't looking good. So I really like this guy's take. I don't know, it came across my feed. I gave him a thumbs up. CT armed.
Been paying real close attention to what's going on in all U.S. cities across the board. Pay very, very close attention to what the president is doing to innocent people. Now, hey, if you're looking for illegals, that shouldn't be here. If you're looking for people that are criminals, that shouldn't be here. That shouldn't be out on the streets, then so be it. But what I have a problem with is I have a problem when you were targeting innocent people that have nothing to do with nothing. You're targeting innocent people to get to these so-called illegals, to get to these so-called criminals. I was talking to one of the online
The problem is they're doing it on purpose. It's encouraged from the top down. It's a plan for civil unrest and civil war, and they're agitating just normal everyday citizens.
Yep, for no reason.
It's messed up to watch. That's why I'm doing this.
And this is why I say fuck the government, fuck those motherfucking National Guard motherfuckers, and fuck the military industrial fucking complex, and fuck those niggas at the top that's bringing these orders down to these order followers so they can put in they fucking new world order. Fuck those fucks. Kill them all.
Video, it's really fucking sitting on me watching this shit. I don't like it. It's like when the Rona rolled out. I was fucking going nuts. I'm like, man, I mean, I've been warning you since 14 about this. This is just fucking not gonna de-escalate people. And this is fucking, I know everybody in the world feels this way, except for MAGA. This new Republican Party. I mean, I've met numerous conservatives that got out of the fucking party the first time Donald Trump was elected. The man, we coined the phrase, you got enough money, you can get away with anything, because we've watched him fucking molest and rape fucking little girls all through the 70s and 80s.
Hey, yo! Hey, yo, what the fuck?
It would have been a different day. But it was still illegal. And it's what now he's president. Are you fucking kidding me? And he's been the biggest fucking clown. He's Hillary Clinton's fucking cousin.
He's Hillary Clinton's fucking cousin. Say it again. Look at that. He's Hillary Clinton's fucking cousin.
$100 and some million off of George Soros, which is more than fucking Hillary ever got.
Yeah. Funny about George Soros. That's the nigga that did the Black Lives Matter shit. I'm gonna keep on saying this. I lost a friend over Black Lives Matter because I put them on blast. Motherfuckers like, yo, man, you gotta have the info. You can't just be talking. I'm like, okay, something info. Got no word back. Got unfriended. Like, oh, this nigga. So then that same day, I just motherfucker said, man, fuck all this BLM and whoever that like him. I went on Facebook, went in. The fuck, I lost a friend over Black Lives Matter. And then as soon as it come out that those niggas on TED Talk talking about they trying to break up the family, then it comes out that they took all your money and just made a fucking mansion, didn't get y'all shit, took your money and dipped. And yet, y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all quiet now. Y'all quiet now. And then it comes out that he's funny about George Soros. Just like I said, y'all bitches is quiet. That's be fucking with Black Lives Matter. Yeah, y'all don't say shit. Y'all scrape those stickers off your car and shit. I can see the motherfucking BLM motherfucking shit. Motherfucking the imprint still there. I saw you motherfucking scratch it off. I saw you scratch it off with the scraper. Soros.
On Christmas.
Fuck Soros.
Look it up. George Soros bails out Trump Towers on Christmas.
What?
It's real. I see everybody talking about, oh, the Soros fucking laden fucking Clinton.
Government is
He's her cousin. He's been a Democrat all his life. He's got you all fucking fooled. MAGA.
He's about this, and I asked him, I'm like, you know, if they're looking for illegals, right? How do you determine if someone is illegal by just looking at them? You know, you can't just find a Mexican on the street and just instantly assume, oh, that's a Mexican, they must be illegal. Like, that just isn't an ethical way of thinking to me. And remember, they were given the approval to judge people based off of the language they spoke, their race, you know, whatever could help determine if the person was illegal. But that just sounds kind of crazy to me, right? And it makes me wonder, how do you determine if someone is a criminal?
I dig the fact that dude's got like fucking Charlie Brown piano shit going on in the background too. What he's doing over here blowing motherfuckers' heads off and talking this insanely sane rant about morality. What the fuck are we allowing to happen en masse? This is a division that we can't afford. And it's insane. I'm seeing a literal, it doesn't matter as long as it's my party, regardless of party, left or right, and from top down. My party won this. It's what's best for the fucking nation, you dumbasses. What the fuck happened to that? What happened to the fucking neighbor that's down and out and fucking we need to help? What the hell happened? How'd we get here? Core curriculum, dumbing you down. You don't do your homework. What the fuck? Do your homework. I've laid out information that's been held back from humanity since the dawn of humans. We're divided. And we know our old language now. This is insane watching go down. Anyway.
And they're in these predominantly black neighborhoods, and one of the things you have to understand is that every black person that lives in the hood, just because they live in the hood doesn't mean that they participate in hood shit. So when they're going and they're targeting these specific communities and they're hurting these people in search of criminals that may or may not be there, this kind of reminds me of when the military was looking for weapons of mass destruction that they didn't know even existed in the first place. It was just a mission that they were given. So, like, just think about that. Now, this leads me to my next topic. If these people happen to be in my neighborhood...
And this leads me to my topic that I've been saying all along. Don't get excited. Don't get fucking wrapped up in this shit. In defense only. Well,
and there's somebody that hops out of a unmarked vehicle wearing ski masks, pointing guns at me. My first response as a pistol permit holder is to pull my gun out and shoot them. That would be my first response, as I don't know who these people are. And I just seen a video of some ICE agents literally trying to kidnap some random Spanish dude in the middle of the streets. So that could happen to anybody. You don't know if this person is legal or not. You just hopping out.
Dude, they just helicoptered in and fucking raided buildings and shit. It's crazy what they've been doing. Anyway, just a few seconds. I agree with every word this guy says. Look him up. Look, I'm subscribing to the fucking guy. I like him.
Literally snatching these people up, and it's really a lose-lose situation, because if these people pull out a gun and they shoot at these agents, they're gonna go to jail. But then if these people happen to be illegal or they happen to be criminals, they still gonna go to jail too. So it's really a lose-lose situation for them. And if they happen to be innocent, now you still gonna have to go through this traumatic experience with these people kidnapping you off the streets.
VS doesn't want you to know you can get 100 milligram generic.
Okay, cool.
In defense only. We're there, folks. We're there.
Yep.
It lasts 24 hours. So I'll reset. And it'll show me.
Okay.
Awful crunchy.
Yeah, I think that's over. That's it. Shout out to Chris for hooking me up with that video. You about to rock on now that I gotta get ready for work. You know. Shout out to Krista for that video. Good looking. Now, we got some information today. Get that info.
Lots on the bass, so you know the bitch bang, 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 bang. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up. Headed to the club with the crew. What we gon' do? Pull a nice chick, get a loose. Going off the goose and the juice. We hang like a noose. The party going down on the roof. Baby, drop it low to the dance floor. Baby, quick at this baby, I won't let go. Baby, look in my eyes and say you want a boss. What liquor do you want? Now pay the cost. 1738 on the go say. Oh, the Casamigos, what do you say? Hurricane and Jordan, go put it on ya. From Detroit straight down to Georgia. We party to 6 in the morning. This be so cold, let's keep it going. Knock it out the park with these cold moves. Yo, Jay, you telling them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Yeah, tell the living young girl about to give it up. Tell the fine girl put the drink in the bigger cup, fill it up. Tell the brave girl about to drink it up. Now we in the dance floor, yeah, get the lick it up. So we're over the business, and when I'm bringing my spitting for the women that wanna feel it. I know they dig it. Got his head back to the ball and get some more. Looking for this is the girl you wanna smoke on the boat. Smoking gelato, sipping Moscato from the bottle. This girl 20 more than the model. Body ever got it, just being out of smoking exotic. Everybody go up and down like it's hydraulics on the dance floor. We getting lit, pop lock, go the road by. You can even do these fits so smooth and with these cold moves. Jay telling them what we gon' do, hit them with that old school. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Nothing like a funky feeling. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Said throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Let the beat drop.
Hey. HHN Special Report.
Road One production.
Drop it to the flow with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it. Headed to the club with the crew, party on the roof, baby girl, drop it low for the troops. I'm a captain, I'ma tell you what to do, baby, get the do say. I'm a listen of the truth, talking for a real nigga, baby girl, you the truth. Take it to the back room, she gon' blow it like a flute. Pull me out the club, then we fucked in the cool, kinda like Wig Flair, call myself saying woo. Back to the booth, baby girl coming too, sipping Henny with the crew. How many in the groove? She got plenty in the groove, so it's plenty for the crew when they going off the goose and the ties is a deuce. Drop it to the floor, let me see you get loose. Now we on the dance floor, smoking on Gorilla Glue. Baby girl, look at you, she get 5 times 2, but she's mighty fine too. Let me get behind you. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. I'ma go get it then. In this world that I'm living in the end, rather be friends with benefits, but then again, get the passport to dip again. But I'm a cook time, fucking the bad bitch again, come again, yeah, got ready to come again. Up in the bedroom, call that shit the lovers then, clapping her cheeks, drinking the weed, she be living the ski. After that, I'm in the streets, rock it out to the beat, I'm a cheat. About to get to the club, throwing dubs up in the air, baby, show me some love on the dance floor. She gigging, she be lighting it up, looking elegant, ain't it everything I'm trying to fuck. So the Saturday leaving evidence inside of the truck, and I'm licking him, now I'm sticking on the side of the guts. Baby, get it, cause she be gigging, she be liking the rough in the club, and we not giving a fuck. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it.
Much love to the guy that's fine to the UK. Much love to Crystal over there in Cali.
Who's that lounging in my chair? I smell who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that lounging in my chair?
She's the cougar time.
Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that lounging in my chair?
She's the cougar time.
Who's that lounging in my chair?
This a motherfucking bad chick. Let's go get the bag quick. Get the brick, rip the shit, baby. You a savage, baby. You the baddest. Sexy with the glasses, low cut dress, baby girl got some fashion. Hopping out the wagon, in the club dancing. Back to the crib, baby girl want some passion. Let's go make some magic. She is outstanding. In the bedroom, singing stars in the planets. Hit her from the back and the front, more than a month. Clapping her cheeks while I'm smoking on a blunt. Blueberry blunts, fuck her in the trunk. In the parking lot, we be gone like a motherfucker. Lights, camera, action, girl, it's time to make a move it. You can be a kid, throw a slim good and keep them glasses on or take it off. Let me break it off. Fuck me from the light to the dark at the park. Smash it in the car, going in the raw. We don't give a fuck about the motherfucking law. Baby, you a star, known it from the start. Sitting in my chair at that motherfucking bar.
Who's that lounging in
red dress, friend got a blue dress. Took her to the room, baby girl, what to do next? Time to check the mood set, baby girl too wet. And her friends working on the dick by the pool jet. Put her in the pool bed, put her in the suplex. Baby girl, love it, wanna know what to do next. Go by the beach, yeah, free to the week, yeah. About to go deep, yeah, fuck her to the beat, yeah. Hit it from the back and the front, I ain't tryna stunt. Baby said she love me, but I treat her like a munch. Eat this shit for lunch, did this shit for months. In Cougar Town, I been gone like a motherfucker. Gotta make her feel it, baby, can you dig it? I ain't saying that in the motherfucking minute. Give her rest of business, smash it in the kitchen. Dining room, living room, let the neighbors hear it. Lanes to the ceiling, scrolling and I'm grinding in it. If I have a heart attack, well, I'll be dying in it. Baby, you a star, known it from the start. Sitting in my chair at that motherfucking bar.
Who's that lounging? Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah. I smell sexy. Yeah. Who's that lounging in my chair? I smell sexy. Yeah. Who's that lounging in my chair?
Including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
This is an HHN Special Report. We just fucked up the government. Grab your guns and blast the motherfucker.
He the guy killer, I'm the X-Pot dealer. Hurricane King Kong, low-key Godzilla. Ain't no two niggas realer. Strike bars, no filler. One with COVID, I can't get much iller. These rappers is trash. Litter, they not popping shit like a bag. Trigger, a bag getter. I'll put a Birkin on body. I pop the trunk on Trump. I'm really on real nigga timing. You think I'm wild and belong in asylum. Made in America, so I love violence. When I go hunting, you better get hiding. I got a gun that's so big I can't hide it. Black John Wick, I don't need a switch. Me and my dog, I don't need a bitch. I don't obey the laws. Fuck who create the laws. Run up in the Oval Office, swarming. Black garments, I'm not waiting for the purge. I wanna start it. Don't get in my way, a dilly departed. Conspiracy harlot, I dick the down, did the party. You tell the truth, you a target. Next come the gaslighting and stalking. I'll put my enemies in a coffin. Guarding my energy like a fortress. I'm holding a grudge. I'm really a Taurus. American dreams, it's really a forest. No tie, no suit, fuck corporate. We smoke until we forfeit. We high, we out this orbit. I'm ready to crash out, no foreign. Just put the White House on my coordinates. Bullets flying that chorus and we spin it back around like a chorus. He the guy killer, I'm the X-Pot dealer. Hurricane King Kong, low-key Godzilla. Ain't no two niggas realer. 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 Ain't no two niggas.
Ride out, fly out, till the government about to die now. Revolutionary by the pound out. Motherfuckers gonna run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out, till the government about to die now. Revolutionary by the pound out. That's why they run into their hideout. Papa nigga came back to the Bible niggas. I'm the motherfucking God killer. Kill the devil when the God nigga. Till the government officials ain't here, get the motherfucking chop nigga. Pop, pop, nigga. Drop a top on the block, hop in the drop top, then a pop, nigga. Can't stop, nigga. Till the government came raid to the strain to this motherfucking block, nigga. I'm back, got mine intact. Flip back, bush shots in the Cadillac. Blowing up a neck track, these days ain't ready for that. I want to get people ready for this. I wanna call me a terrorist bitch. You're gonna pay for your arrogance. Ain't even no evidence. I'm a disintegrate this government. Let go. Ride out, fly out. Till the government about to die now. Revolutionary by the wild out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Till the government about to die now. Revolutionary by the wild out. That's why they run into their hideout. Exterminate, I came in to seal your fade. Never motherfucking fed the day. Prepared to spray my artillery. You can't get spray your face. You wanna face your fate today. I hate to say you better praise. Spoiler alert, you don't even exist today. So bitch decay, this the way. Revolution motherfucker gonna kill a government today. This the play. Blow with the White House. Blow with the Pentagon. Hurricane be the name, I'm Pentagon. Y'all niggas is lanes gonna get a job. So grab your gun, we finna ride. With the government official with the pistol, so we gotta ride out with the missile. The game blow showed up, nigga show up, giving no fucks to the elites. I'm gonna get them ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolution, everybody ride out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolution, everybody ride out. That's why they running to their hideout. And if the line gotta go across enemy lines, I feel the divine cave hit everybody's spine. Another lie, baby, run the line to the people, so we gotta ride. Better decide right now, or you're gonna be dying. So the government they want us divided. We gotta put together and defeat the tyrants. These motherfuckers gonna be silent, bitch, or violent. Fuck somebody, gonna do the motherfucker like they did the line. I blood flow like a fire hydrant. And the man got a vibe about this. It's my life, if I decided I decided out of resistance. Take the defendant is the only mission. Revolutionary for straight position. Time to rearrange this whole dimension. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. Motherfuckers better run to the hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. That's why they put it to their hideout. We don't give a fuck. Tell the government we don't give a fuck. But we don't give a fuck.
All right, shouts out to everybody coming through. We on the last track. I gotta get ready for work, y'all. So we gonna rock out. You know how we always do it. No, where's my okay. Go. Shouts out to everybody coming through. I get off late, so hopefully I'll do a Detroit After Dark when I get in tonight. We'll see what's popping. But shouts out to everybody coming through. This is the last song, HHN Special Report. Shouts out to Christmas, cool. Shouts out to Vonta, much love, y'all. Shouts out to the chat, everybody that's gonna watch on the playback.
Let the flood return, your people gonna learn. Everybody gonna learn now that I will flood the world right now. I destroy your government right now. Kill a motherfucker, throw a bit of river, I'ma do a bigger quicker than anybody never pull a trigger, eliminate the government, some public, you motherfuckers about to hit your motherfuckers, start the cake, up and roll rubber land, everybody running in, pulling the motherfucker, cops for the running in, shooting the motherfucker, building, they gonna be running in, blowing it up, having motherfuckers running in, I'm the only motherfucker that wanna fight the government, why the fuck is people wanna like the government, now I got the motherfuckers fight the government, in the White House, the face of running in. John Wick, everybody up in the bed. Equalize a motherfucker, got me trying to quit. Can't never bitches looking like Joyce to win. Never death is a choice to take. Got a motherfucking sword again. Chopping everybody else to record and shit. Be the top with the porcelain. Turn the beds to a chorus again. Star Wars got the force within. Like a motherfucking speed. The realest, I never really about to feel it. Until the stupid fans come and get it. Revolutionary lyrics. You hear it, your favorite, the furious spirit. Kill a dog, listen to me, bitch, I'm a chopper. Cause a popper with a chopper. Surprise. Better go doctor. Like I'm not supposed to nigga, better get to the chopper. Blow the bitch up, cause bitch I'm a monster. Hurricane come and better pray to the father. I kill that motherfucker living state in Nevada. God kill a nigga, I understood in your mind. I ain't nobody ready for the monster. Return, y'all people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now that I will flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. Let the flood return, y'all people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. And I will flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. So let the flood return. All right, you already know what it is. Shouts out to everybody coming through, and you know how we end it. Mic check. I walk around the streets with my black Tech 9 on the waistline, looking to hype shit. I never claimed to be the best type of rapper, but have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, and after that, the platinum. Beef after that, Hurricane G. Packs the gats up, blah. For these videos, you know it. You already know I got to cover it. True, got to put it out there. Shouts out to everybody. Much love to Fonts over there in the UK. Hope you're having a wonderful night over there. Hope y'all having a cool afternoon where y'all at. Shouts out to everybody time zone. This is HHN Special Report. Signing out.